Since the Balfour Declaration of 1917, Jews, Muslims, and Christians have found themselves in competition for the Holy Land. Over the course of 96 years and 7 wars, this violent and knotty conflict has only hardened. Despite the political, economic, and military advantages of reconciliation, Israeli Jews and Palestinian Arabs are now locked in centrifugal patterns of behavior that defy official attempts at peacemaking. Each summer, 12 to 14 Israeli, Palestinian, and American youths gather at a small farm in southeastern Vermont. These 16-year-old girls and boys are part of a 2-week interfaith peace education camp that prepares them to be peacemakers and leaders in Jerusalem and the Middle East.
Where you're from and what your religion is.
My name is Alma, and I am from a small place next to Jerusalem. It's a really small place with like 200 people, and my religion is I'm Jewish.
My name is Nadia Karim Abu Atta from Palestine, Jerusalem, Beit Hanina, and I go to Rosary Sisters High School. I'm Christian.
My name is Mary. I'm from Jerusalem, and I'm a Christian.
I'm Roy Sasson. I'm from Jerusalem, Israel, and my religion, I'm Jew.
My name is Dala. I live in Jerusalem, but I'm originally from Nazareth, and my faith is I'm a Muslim.
Ordinary conversations and meaningful friendships between Israelis and Palestinians, let alone family-like experiences like those of the camp, are increasingly rare in Israel, Gaza, and the West Bank. Beginning in 2002, the construction of the separation barrier ended most positive day-to-day civilian interaction.
Like before you even get to the process of this camp back home, if you wanted to actually just do meetings, which you already do, you're kind of not respected by your friends. Of course, your family supports you, otherwise you can't be in the program. But I mean, like your friends, your classmates, or your peers, they, at least on the Arab side, they look at you weird. They look at you like, oh, you're being a Benedict Arnold. You're trading in the Arab culture to get in a Western culture, and you're gonna talk to Israelis. They give you the feeling that you're not fighting for peace. They give you the feeling like you're giving up and you're giving Israel everything.
As a child, I never really spoke how I feel. I always held back my feelings and my opinions because of the many different and diverse personalities and opinions around me.
That I really got to express my feelings with other people, that I think that I never had that opportunity. Like I had it but with the same people and the same religion that I know. But like I never had to express my feelings with different people that may agree or disagree, because all the time when I express my feelings, it's the people that I know and my friends. So we like most of the time we have the same decision.
I guess the dialogues became more serious because people say that before a few years, I don't know, that when they had the dialogue, it wasn't so serious. It was like funny and talking, not so serious about this conflict. And I guess what I did is talking directly on the conflict, not cover it with some beauty.
Along with facilitated dialogue, writing, leadership training, shared worship and religious education, democracy and diplomatic studies, chores and sports, the campers live together as one family, sharing personal space and experiences as they never have before.
That's like different kind of dialogue that we have here. I mean, when we have dialogue in class, it's really like tense, and a lot of people want to say their opinion about things. But here, you know, we sit together and we listen together, and you know, we listen and then we talk and we raise our hand, and really calm dialogues. That's like, I learned that we can also listen, learn, you know, think differently.
I also want to talk with Arab, not just to meet them, and to talk with their side, tell what my feeling, and hear their side.
The drive to possess Jerusalem, the land, exclusively appears less tied to various means of economic production or even security, and more linked to issues of societal identity. For the majority of both peoples, Jerusalem and the land are understood to be essential to the spiritual, psychological, emotional, and nationalistic topographies. Without possessing them, Israelis and Palestinians feel that they cannot honor their heritage or fully be themselves.
Probably the first or second night we had a conversation about why I can't have a citizenship or why I don't want to have it. And when I explained my side of the story of if I actually took the citizenship, sure, I'd have a little bit more rights, but then I can't live with the guilt of giving up my name as an Arab and swearing on the Tanakh and having to compromise so many things in order just to get those few rights.
I know that faith is important to me because this is who I am. This is what makes me myself, my faith, that I'm a Jew, and I'm proud to be Jew. And also, I guess when I travel around the world, my faith became more stronger because at home, I have this faith all the time at home. But when you go, you want to handle it more.
Well, to be honest, I come from a background where they don't really want peace.
The repeated failures of official Israeli and Palestinian peacemaking confirm that chosen traumas and chosen glories seem to operate by time collapse. In essence, they are forever present and thus possess the power to contaminate current events. Furthermore, the national histories since 1948 conform to Vulcan's claim that members of identified large groups psychologically experience major threats to the collective identity individually and personally, and yet respond collectively.
It's really challenging to hear all of these points of view. I mean, I'm not agreeing with, I'm seriously, maybe with Ben because he's with me since we're fathers, but I'm not agreeing with anyone in this group. I mean, there's things that I do agree with, but there's things that I'm thinking like far away from what they think. That I mean, that's challenging to hear.
A changed mind because I became more criticism about other people and about things that I heard. And
because many things that other people would say, they were just like hang on my nerves until like the end of the session. And I would just want to stop them and make them stop talking and voice out my opinion.
The Jerusalem Peacemakers Kids for Peace Leadership Camp at Acer Farm focuses on the human dimension of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that harnesses the psychologically regressive tendencies of these two traumatized peoples to draw them together through a safe, home-style environment. Over the past 3 summers at Acer Farm, peace building and conflict transformation have also contributed to identity development. Over the past 4 years, the Israeli and Palestinian teens have recorded how their self-understanding has been reshaped, restructured, and grown.
Try to free your mind from what your opinion is and put what they're saying inside.
But it's hard to support when you disagree. So it's like easier to support when you agree with what he says, because then it's easier for you to communicate with him, because like if he says something, you say it, so it rolls all the time. So it's easier to communicate with a person that agrees with you than a person that doesn't agree with you, but it can happen.
I wasn't good with all the wars and stuff, you know. I wasn't felt secure. Also, I wanted to see how it's for the Arab. It was very interesting what they're thinking. I didn't know what they're thinking. So after the camp, I saw that even before the camp, the meeting before we came here, I saw that the Arab situation is not good, and they not having civil rights. There's no equal between Jew and Arab in Israel.
By engaging different aspects of their core identity, camp appears to have catalyzed an evolutionary process of moral restructuring within Israeli and Palestinian identities.
If you want to solve a problem, you kind of can't, because although we believe in the same God, there's different ways of believing in the same God, and every person with their religion, like they enjoy or they accept the way that they praise God. So I think that we can learn to respect each other even if we don't believe in each other's faiths. We just learn to respect each other.
The fact that we all come from different religions and we all can say that when it comes to religion, we all want to be together.
Tell me about how you might make a difference.
Maybe this is the hardest question so far I've ever been asked, maybe. Because of the so much hatred they carry within them. Like, I believe in both communities that exists. And maybe I won't make that big of a difference, but I like a good leader that starts doing something himself and the others would follow. Like, you can't just tell people, clean this ground. You just have to pick the first litter and put it. Others will follow you.
Like, we all the time talk and do dialogues and do activities, but now I think the next level for us and for all the people who are like in these activities about peace is to start doing the work and like start building it.
Peace doesn't happen in a day, and you need work at it. And I think that not just me, everybody that joins an organization that wants to make peace, they're resisting what everybody's telling them, and they're fighting for it. They actually they change their lives, they change the way they think and the way they come to the conflict in order to achieve a compromise that both of the parties will like and that they will agree on to actually have peace.
Don't have the right to vote for the Knesset, so their voice is not heard. So I want to hear that voice.
I'm sure it's going to be peace someday. I'm not sure why or what.